It was a autumn day. It was a little bit chilly out in the park.
There was just 3 of us. 3 strangers brought together by food.
The beauty with pizza is you can kind of make it your own and customize it.
I remember that first bite. Time just stopped for a few seconds. And I realized it. I'd found my favorite pizza in Toronto right now. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Reddit. It's hurt my feelings a few times. They've torn down a few of our recommendations. So I thought to myself, Reddit, why don't you tell us what the best food is out there? So we did. We reached out to Reddit and got the 6 most popular pizzas that Reddit could recommend in Toronto. When it comes to pizza, I'm a simple guy. Great cheese, great sauce, a great crust. That's all you really need. So we began our quest to collect all of the Reddit pizzas. Matt decided to take 3 of the East End ones, and I decided to take 3 of the West End ones. As always, I like to instill the help of others, so I recruited Kat, who is a food blogger, and she was awesome on the tour, and we had Akib just for extra support, and you know, just because he's an awesome guy. Akib, love you, brother. Our first stop was BITONDOS, which is in the College Street area, and it's a classic neighborhood, low-cost pizza. It's no nonsense. They have tremendous calzones, and you'll see people sitting in front enjoying pizzas. It's just kind of an old-school place. Loved it.
It's nice. It's a nostalgic pizza
There's a
slice.
nostalgic flavor to it.
Yeah.
I totally agree. It's the mozzarella I think they're using.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's in the cheese.
And then we headed down to Maker Pizza, and Maker is hugely popular. It's affiliated with Matty Matheson. He's not the owner, but he's I do believe a consulting chef to the place. Their whole style is they fit as much pepperoni onto that bad boy as possible, and they have a classic 3-day aged crust, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me.
Pepperonis have a little bit of a actually slight spicy kick to it.
Yes, it's got a tang and a spice. In addition to the fennel.
Yeah, the fennels, I'm getting that now. A little bit.
It's actually a nice touch.
So we went to the Church in Wellesley branch in north of Brooklyn, which was awesome. Love the area, and it's not really a Brooklyn-style pizza. It's got high-quality ingredients, and it's a bit more fancy. Funny enough, one of the former owners of Pizza Libretto is affiliated with the place. One of the awesome things about north of Brooklyn is that they actually threw in a couple of extra slices of their white pizza, and that was awesome.
It's spicy, but it's also got something else going on. There's a bit of a tang to the spice as well.
The crust reminds me almost of a cracker mixed with a pretzel. It's interesting.
It's almost like actually a journey you're going on, because the beginning of the pizza has very distinct flavor, tons of spices in it. Then you get towards the crust, you get some of that sesame seed, and you get some of the wood fire taste.
Yeah.
Matt headed down to Queen Margherita, which is in Leslieville, and it's a bit of a less flashy, with a prized wood-burning stove pizza in Leslieville, and it's one of those neighborhood favorites. If you're in Leslieville, it's just an easy place to hit up and just classic pizza.
Wow,
This is wide. You got a bigger slice than me.
I got the biggest
Want to trade?
slice.
Don't touch my pizza.
It's got the most
that
fresh
earthy
flavor. Yeah, it's very
taste to
earthy.
it.
It's the it must be
The basil.
the basil.
Yeah.
The basil has that nice earthy taste to it.
Yeah, it's light, super light.
Super light.
It's something like it's a big pizza, but like look, we just broke off 3 slices and we're almost done all of our slices.
Then we got Pizza Libretto, and they hit the Danforth branch, and it's a bit more of a flashy wood-burning stove-style pizza, and they've been expanding quite a bit through the city and are a really well-known name.
I have to call out to them, including this is key.
Yes,
Yeah, the
that
chili
is.
oil. That marinara sauce is ridiculous.
The sauce is what made it.
That sauce is key.
After tasting Margherita, I was like, no, it's the same. And no. Now that we've just gone toe-to-toe,
Wow. No, completely different.
they're different.
And lastly, Matt hit up a Descendant, which is a Detroit-style deep dish that would stop you in your tracks. It doesn't look big, but it's super filling. It's a bit more pricey, but it's worth it, man. It's worth it.
No, I like how it's got, the middle is quite gooey and doughy, but yet the bottom and the side is still crispy.
With like a nice layer of cheese and tomato sauce and thick cut pepperonis as well. I mean, not thick like that, but they're thick yeah. So my favorite pizza was the Descendant's pizza. It's a Detroit-style pizza, and it's basically like a nice pan-fried pizza, similar to something you get at Pizza Hut, but it was a lot more delicious. It was a little more sophisticated pizza than you would get at Pizza Hut. It was funny because it's a Detroit-style pizza, and the actual pizzeria is 8 miles exactly away from my house, which I thought was pretty funny. And I also live in a trailer, so.
My personal favorite today would be Maker's. The pepperoni was premium quality meat. The cheese was delicious. The perfect amount of flavor. The fennel aspect, it caught me off guard. It was a great crunch and had a great flavor and additional taste in my mouth.
Every pizza we had was unique, was its own type, and I enjoy all of them, and they deserve to be on a top list. So I'm really happy we got to try them. But my favorite was surprising because it seemed so predictable for me. But libretto didn't need anything else. It didn't need meat. It didn't it was just so good. Its sauce and its cheese and its crust were enough to keep me satisfied. It wasn't overcooked. It's light. I'm personally surprised because all of these are so unique, and Descendants I loved. But when you have them right beside each other, the sauce is what makes it at Librettos. They know what they're doing there. Whatever they're doing, keep doing it.
That was this episode of What We Dig.
If you like us, hit the like button.
If you want to see more great content, hit that subscribe button.
You can also check out our website, which is www.whatwedigtoday.com. You can see a map of Toronto, click on a link and watch a video directly. We also have a podcast, which has extended interviews with chefs and owners. Otherwise, my name's Laird.
My name's Kat.
And I'm Matt.
We'll see you next time.